Good morning, Magic. I'm Gavin Verhey from Wizards of the Coast, and today I have something pretty exciting. We're going to be talking about Phyrexia, Phyrexians, and mystery boosters. What's not to love? And to help us out, welcome to the show, Mary Catherine.
Hi, Gavin. Yeah, thanks for having me back on the show. Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Catherine Amiat-Beaulieu, and I'm a Wizards Play Network Retail Relationship Development Specialist here at Wizards of the Coast.
What do you do here at Wizards? What exactly does that mean?
So my job is working with stores. I answer bigger business questions that stores have, and I also help stores set up things like event series, and I work with stores to get to WPN Premium.
Oh, really cool. So like if there's a store that's trying to get to WPN Premium, they'll call you up and be like, hey, here's my store, here's what I'm trying to do. What recommendations do you have for making it better?
Yeah, exactly. Almost exactly.
Well, that's really cool. Well, thank you. I'm sure you are responsible for many of my favorite game stores that I've been to around the country and world. So thanks for helping make that happen. But in addition to your day-to-day job, which is, coming in, doing awesome stuff with stores, already pretty cool, you have an extraordinarily unique role. You are the only person, I believe, at Wizards of the Coast who does this. It is something pretty darn amazing. Tell them what you do, Mary Catherine.
I am the Phyrexian language expert.
Okay. That's a lot to break down there. Phyrexian language expert. Let's dig in a little bit. What does that mean? You can't just drop that and not explain it anymore.
So first off, I'm not actually the only one in the building who works on Phyrexian. I have the support of a small team that I trained up, as well as my second in command, Bella Guo, who learned Phyrexian alongside of me. And together, we maintain the Phyrexian language resources and work on translations for some of your favorite cards that have come out recently.
So, like, for example, when we saw the secret layers that were the Praetors on Phyrexian, that was you?
So I actually did editing work on that secret layer. The translations themselves were done by the previous Phyrexian linguist, former rules manager Eli Schifrin. He is the one who trained me up on the language and passed down the title of Mother of Language to me when he left the company.
Mother of Language. I love that. Totally in line with the Father of Machines vibe from Phyrexia. So you're saying that maybe, theoretically, all in theory, of course, if there were more Phyrexians on the horizon at some point in Magic's future, and that we were going to be talking in Phyrexian, you would be the one to help translate those and make those happen.
I'd be the one to get those translations out, yes.
Well, speaking of Phyrexia, I want to take a moment to talk about something else, which also has a lot of Magic's past, including mini Phyrexians, and that is a Mystery Booster. Now, Mystery Booster just hit stores again last week on August 20th. This is the convention edition with the playtest cards you've never been able to get anywhere else besides conventions. Never been in stores before. You work a lot with stores. How has the reception been? Were you excited to get this back into stores one more time?
Oh, incredibly excited, and incredibly excited for more people to get to play with those playtest cards. They really make a really unique play experience. And so if any of you are in areas where it's safe to go to stores and in-store play is turned on, I highly, highly recommend you get to draft with it.
Yeah, and this is like a really cool showing off of the system here, right? So I was the lead architect on Mystery Booster, the lead designer of all the playtest cards, and I made the set, and I worked with the WPN team on bringing it to life and getting it out into stores, and now we're finally doing it again, right? And we're making sure we can get those cards out to players, which I am so stoked by, and we're finally going to get those convention edition cards into players' hands, because as we all know, last year's convention season was a little truncated. We'll say. But super excited to get to play with those. Now, there are a couple changes, and the one I want to focus on because you are here is Yawgmoth's Testament. Now, this card has had an art swap, and it's not totally clear why. What changed here?
So yeah, there were actually a couple of errors in the Phyrexian text itself. Well, the big one was that Yawgmoth's name was actually spelled wrong on it. And so that was the big correction that I had to go in and do. But there was also a couple other minor errors. Notably, there were two glyphs. They're the same glyph mirrored over the voice line, so they're easy to get mixed up. And the wrong one was initially put in. It was corrected, but the corrected glyphs didn't get whited out, which resulted in two glyphs on that card that aren't even letters in Phyrexian. And then finally, you might have noticed there's a couple radicals that got changed on the glyphs. They were also just some minor typos.
And that's just how much we care about Phyrexia, right? Gotta make sure we get the name just right as we reprint the Mystery Booster playtest card, Yawgmoth's Testament, which you can find in booster packs, along with plenty of other assorted Phyrexians if you know which cards to look for. Well, Mary Catherine, this has been really awesome, and you are the mother of language. You are as close to a flesh and blood Phyrexian as we have right now. or as much as there are flesh and blood Phyrexians.
I was going to say, metal and oil Fyrexian probably seems more accurate.
Can we give the audience a taste? Can we teach them like one Phyrexian word today?
So there is actually one word that I can teach you all that would be very helpful for your ultimate completion, and that's how to say hello in Phyrexian.
Yeah, that seems super important, right? Like if I planeswalk to New Phyrexia and I'm hanging out with Elishnorn, I gotta say hello. Like I don't want to just disgrace myself, right?
Yeah,
That's
no,
pretty
yeah,
important stuff.
you can't make a fool of yourself in front of Elishnorn.
Okay, well this is gonna be huge. We have never had a Phyrexian word translated and explained in person before, so let's do it. I'm super excited. Mary Catherine, take it away.
So if you want to say hello to Elishnorn, you're going to want to say tongue, and that's slower. That's a glottal stop. A tongue, and that N is like the in lung. Tongue.
I can't do it.
It's because you can't glottal stop.
I gotta work on my glottal stop. That's what I've learned. All you out there want to learn Phyrexian, start practicing your glottal stops now. It's gonna be very important at some point in the future, I bet. I sound like Gollum.
Tongue. That first sound isn't actually the ah sound. I'm over enunciating it to hopefully the mic will pick it up, but it is a glottal stop, like between the uh-oh. That sound in between uh-oh is a glottal stop. Yeah, so tongue.
Akathon. All right, I'm gonna have to just go into my bathroom and practice this at night, and we'll get there eventually. Like if I just say it enough times and then turn around, Elishnorn will appear, right? That's how this works.
You'd hope not, but
Well, that is super cool, and I kind of hope we get to have you back to talk through more Phyrexian words in the future. What all of you out there think? Do you want to learn more about the Phyrexian language? If so, let us know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll bring on Mary Catherine back for another episode. And let us know what words you want to learn the most, because that way we can have a little language lesson about whatever you want to hear about. Well, it has been so awesome having you on here, Mary Catherine. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on the show, Gavin.
Yeah, we learned some Phyrexian, we talked about Mystery Booster, all kinds of good stuff. Any final parting words you want to give to the audience out there?
I don't have to tell all of you that it's been a hard year for a lot of people, and it was a huge endeavor bringing mystery boosters back for WPN stores. And so I just want to encourage you all to go out and support your local game stores where you can. Go and draft this. It's such a fantastic set to draft, and it's going to be such a fantastic in-store experience.
Yeah, and whether you're playing with Yawgmoth's Testament, which is a card you had a big hand in, or any of the cards I drew, like Experiment 5 or Problematic Volcano, I hope you enjoy, or really any of those wild playtest cards. They are truly a blast. Well, I will talk with all of you again very soon. And in the meantime, may you have a lot of fun learning how to pronounce Phyrexian. You got this! Number 5. While many of the cards behind these playtest cards that they're stickered on are just the same few commons, there are a few very specific jokes that work out involving these stickers. Form of the Muldrifter is stickered on a Muldrifter, Marrow's Gone Nuts is on a Doubling Season, Seek Bolas's Council is on a Cruel Ultimate.